All right, welcome back. We have Christopher Cook from Alliance Insurance here answering your insurance-related questions. If a tree falls on your car, is the city responsible for the damage to your car?
No.
Tell me why.
Yeah, everybody can't be responsible. I mean, there's not always someone to blame. That's just an act of nature, and I don't see how the city would or any other property owner would be to blame for that. And we can get into dead trees and some of that stuff, but unfortunately, that's just bad things happen occasionally.
All right, and when that happens to your car, you need to have a certain kind of insurance for that to pay that claim. Let's talk about that.
Yes, you need to have comprehensive insurance coverage. Some people call it full coverage or physical damage, but the base policy in our state is liability. That protects everybody else from you in a real summarized fashion. Comprehensive and collision pay for damages that occur to your car, your fault, or maybe an act of nature like this.
Okay, and not everybody has to have comprehensive coverage. If you've stopped paying, on your car for a loan, chances are you have the option to not have comprehensive coverage.
Right. It's all your choice whether you have physical damage or not, except when you have a loan on it and there's a bank involved and they require you to have full coverage to protect their asset.
All right, this person's asking, what if there is damage to the house or the furniture because a water heater flooded?
Yeah, that's not a flood per se. In layman's terms, that's flood and there's a bunch of water inside your house, but it didn't occur from rain. That's just water damage that occurred, unfortunately, in your home, and that would be insured, and that would be a claim that you would file.
This interesting because I just got a letter about this. Someone's asking, we discovered we have a leak in our city water line somewhere between the city meter and the connection to our house. Would the cost to find and repair this leak be covered under my homeowner's policy?
There's a possibility because of some newer endorsements that are out there, but most likely not. The standard homeowners policy does not cover service lines outside of the foundation of your home. So in this instance, the water line that's in your yard, you can add service line coverage, not this particular individual who already has damage, but to the rest of the viewers, you can add service line coverage to protect these exact types of instances to your homeowner's insurance policy, and that would be worth talking to your agent about.
This person's asking, do most insurance policies cover hurricane damage?
Everyone in your viewership area, their properties are going to be covered by wind damage, yes. When we get east of 95 in our state, those properties out there are often, they have wind exclusions on those policies, and folks have to go and buy a separate wind insurance policy. But in the central and western part of our state, everyone's policy should include wind coverage.
All right, this is a question about how long does it take an adjuster to get out there. They're saying that they had a flood in a rental property. Items may mildew or mold before an adjuster arrives. What's the best way to handle that? Like, what's the expectation for an adjuster to get out to see something?
Yeah, the expectation, every carrier is different. Obviously, they want somebody boots on the ground, so to speak, the next day or the day of in an ideal environment. Sometimes that can't happen depending on how many other claims have occurred in a day or where staffing is and if they're having to use independent adjusters. There's a lot of factors that go into that. If an adjuster is delayed, and I think in catastrophic situations that can happen the most, then document, photograph, video, do everything you can to secure your property and clean that up, but document that damage so your adjuster can see what you did and why you did it and what you pulled out of there, because you certainly want to do all you can to prevent any kind of mold or mildew growth.
This person's asking, if I notify the insurance agent that I recently replaced my HVAC system and hot water heater, will it cause my homeowner's insurance premium to go down because they made improvements?
Yes, in most instances, those are two things that insurance agents and insurance carriers do offer discounts for. So electrical updates, plumbing updates, HVAC replacement, especially roof replacement, sometimes even window replacement and hot water heater replacements are things that you can get discounts for.
All right, we got about a minute left. Does your credit score impact your insurance premium?
Yes. In our state and across the nation, it has been proven that folks that manage their financial affairs and have good credit scores turn in less claims and thereby insurance companies have extended discounts to folks with superior credit.
All right, and this person's asking, can they get insurance for an older mobile home?
Yes, you certainly can. I can't tell you what that may cost. As risks rise, rates go up too. So can't necessarily tell you what that premium would be, but yes, it is insurable most likely.
All right, and they just need to kind of shop around and see what's going on with that.
Yeah, and talk to someone who does a lot of mobile home insurance policies. Yes.
All right, thank you for your time and your expertise. We appreciate you answering all the questions. If you missed any of this information, you'll be able to find it in our website, WFMYnews2.com. Look in the Who Wants to Know section.